Okay guys, let's have a look at the Superman punch. The Superman punch was, in my opinion, made famous by George St. Pierre from the UFC. In my opinion, like the Superman punch and George St. Pierre go hand in hand. Yes, the Superman punch has been around way before that, but George made it famous, in my opinion. There's nobody in the UFC, even to this day, that has used the Superman punch to the same effectiveness of George, or done it in such great style. Okay, he's got incredible technique, and hopefully I'm going to be able to break it down in a way that you will be able to understand in this video. So everything comes from a fight stance. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating and breaking down how to do the Superman punch of your front and your back hand. Let's start off with the front hand, as it's more common. And notice, this is the way that I like to do it, and the way that I see the technique. I believe George St. Pierre has got a video on how he likes to break it down. I believe with Lex Friedman on YouTube. But I'm just going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to perform it, so you can try it yourself. I have my fight stance. I'm just going to bend at the hip, like so. I bend at the hip. Okay. From here, I'm going to bring my front elbow and my front knee together, like so. Similar to when you do a check or something. So I'm going to add that. Now from here, after bringing my knee and my elbow together, I'm simply going to kick out behind me and deliver a jab. Okay, both at the same time. Like this. Okay. So I have my fight stance, my knee and my elbow come together, I lean forward and I'm kicking behind me, just like doing a back kick, and I'm delivering that jab at the same time. Okay, very basic. Lean and elbow together, kick behind you, jab. Okay. In my opinion, this is the foundation of the technique. And when you add the speed, there comes your Superman punch. Okay. And you can do it off the backhand as well. As I said over here, my knee and my elbow come together. It's my backhand and my back knee. Add that lead. Obviously all of this happens very quickly. And then I kick out behind me and I deliver a right cross. Here, Obviously, I'm doing this from a MMA stance, a mixed martial arts stance, because it's mainly a mixed martial arts technique. Don't start doing this in boxing, you're probably going to get disqualified. And you can do like a very Hollywood, movie variation, where you really exaggerate everything. It's more of a show, where you kind of jump into it, you create a lot of hype, and then you deliver it from there. But as I said, it's more for the movies. Okay, if you want to do that one, you basically just do a nice big jump, and then you do the same thing. And notice I'm kind of kicking off to the side when I do it. So that's the Hollywood version. I'd recommend you stick to the GSP variation, which you can use in MMA. So I'm here, my knee, my elbow come together. I do that slight forward lean, and then I'm kicking behind me to generate the power. Okay, and when George did this in the UFC, he combined the Superman punch with a kick. So let's say I'm doing it off my front hand. George very often would do a Superman punch and then finish with a Superman punch on the front hand and then deliver a kick to the leg off his back leg, like so. Okay, so he did more of a cut kick to the leg. Okay, let's say you break the leg down into quarters. Okay, so you have a vertical line and a horizontal line. The midpoint would be right here, right where my tattoo ends. Okay, I'm looking to hit that same spot over and over and over. Because only when you deliver the kick to the same spot, you're going to start to deaden your opponent's leg. If you hit here, and then here, and then here, and then here, yes, you're causing damage, but you won't get your opponent to like collapse on the floor like you see in the highlights. You want to hit the same nerve over and over and over, okay? So you want to get right in the center. I like to see myself as an X-ray machine. When I'm sparring, I'm looking to hit the same spot, the same nerve over and over and over. So I'm here, I have my super punch, okay? And now from here, as opposed to landing back in a stance, doing a step out, and then kicking, George would use the momentum and just go straight into that right kick. So notice, I'm doing a diagonal step across, just like when I'm doing a standard leg kick, okay? Like when I'm cutting across. Okay? So my foot is facing diagonal in this direction. And now my hips go high, and then they cut down, okay? So I'm not just going straight across like this. I'm bringing my leg up, where it's facing upwards, and then I'm cutting everything down. So all of my body weight is going into the back and into the target. I deliver my Superman punch, there it is, and I return to a normal fight stance. 1, 2. Okay? I'm protecting my head with my front hand. I'm protecting my chin with my shoulder on this hand, and I'm swinging my arm to create the momentum. 1, 2. Okay. George would also do the Superman punch off his backhand. Okay. So this time we're going to do it off our backhand. Well, we're going to do a leg kick off our front leg. 1, 2. So this will be an inside leg kick where I'm not striking the front part of the leg here. I'm kicking to the inside of the leg. Okay. This one stings a lot. Again, I'm cutting the leg into quadrants, and I'm kicking that center spot over and over and over. If you get into the habit of kicking high, you might end up kicking your opponent in the groin, which you obviously don't want to do, and you might get points deducted or eventually disqualified from a match. If you get into the habit of kicking low, you might end up kicking your opponent's knee, meaning you might injure yourself or your opponent unintentionally. From here, I have my Superman punch. Again, my foot goes off to the side and I'm facing it diagonally across. From here, I deliver my leg kick with the last 2 inches of my shin, and I return to a fight stance. Now we're going to put it all together. Front hand Superman punch with the kick, and then backhand Superman punch with the kick. More of a MMA stance. Notice I'm not really clenching my hands too much. They're open because in MMA you need to be able to like spool on your opponent, wrestle, get to the clinch, and defend elbows. Okay. I have an MMA stance where it's slightly wider, and my hands are slightly higher to defend against those elbows. I'm moving, I'm faking, when I'm ready, there's my Superman punch, my kick. Backhand. Okay, here we go, have fun.